everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send order updates on WhatsApp from Google Sheets using Pabbly Chatflow. So let's suppose I am the owner of digital products business and I am having many clients. The details of these clients I am adding in my Google Sheets. Now I want that whenever there is a new order status update, a WhatsApp message will be sent to that customers automatically. Doing this manually will be a very time consuming task. So I am completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Chatflow. So Pabbly Chatflow is a newly launched application of Pabbly which helps us send WhatsApp message to my customers. Now with the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever a new row will be updated in my Google Sheets, a WhatsApp message will be sent to that customers automatically and instantly. Now if you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to send order updates on WhatsApp from Google Sheets using Pabbly Chatflow. For this, we are going to create automation between Google Sheets and Pabbly Chatflow with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect/inr/ in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button, and first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to send order updates on WhatsApp from Google Sheets automatically using Pabbly Chatflow. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and here I am going to select this Pabbly Chatflow and then click on create. Here as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to send order updates on WhatsApp from Google Sheets, which means whenever my Google Sheets will be updated with the current status or any other detail of the customer, a WhatsApp message will be sent to that customer, which means whenever my Google Sheets will be updated, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when my Google Sheet is updated or the new data is added in this Google Sheets and then action says do this, then send order update WhatsApp message to that customer. So here in my trigger application, I'm going to take Google Sheets, and then in my action application, I'm going to take Pabbly Chatflow, with the help of which I'll be sending all the WhatsApp message. So here in my trigger application, I'm going to take Google Sheets, and then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new or updated spreadsheet row, as whenever this Google Sheets will be updated or the new row will be updated in this Google Sheets, this workflow should be triggered. So now I need to make connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I am going to make this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my Google Sheets account. So this is my Google Sheets, and this is the spreadsheet by the name customer details. I have all these fields: first name, last name, email, phone, product, and the current status. Now we need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets in this particular spreadsheet. So now to make this connection, we have to click on this extensions, and then we have to go to this add-ons, from where we have to go to this get add-ons. Now here Google Workspace Marketplace has appeared in front of me, where I need to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. And over here it is showing installed because I have already installed this in my Google Sheets. But if you have not installed this, you can install doing the same process. Now I'll again go to this extensions, and after you install this Pabbly Connect webhooks, it will start appearing over here. And then you have to click on this initial setup button. Now this box has appeared in front of me, which is asking me to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So this is the same webhook URL which I am provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I'll go back to my Pabbly Connect, copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here. And then I need to enter the trigger column. So in this help desk, I can see the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So over here, my final data entry column or the last column in this spreadsheet is column F, and whenever this particular column will be updated or the new detail will be added in this particular column, it will trigger the entire workflow. So over here I need to write my trigger column as column F, and then I have to click on this submit. Here I can see setup configured successfully. Now I have to perform one more important step. I have to go to this extensions, go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and then I have to click on this send on event. So as soon as I click on the send on event, whenever a new data will be updated or added in this spreadsheet, it will send that to my Pabbly Connect workflow. Now if I go back to Pabbly Connect, I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission. For that, I am going to open my Google Sheets. Now as soon as I will update this spreadsheet, all the details should be captured here in this workflow, and this will show us that the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets, that is successful. So here I am going to open my Google Sheets and I am going to update the column of this new user. So here the first name is new, last name is user, email address is new@pabblytudes.com, phone number is this, product is smartphone, and the current status is processing. So let me update this to delivered, and as soon as I clicked on this delivered, all the details should be captured in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So now let's go back to my Pabbly Connect workflow, and if I scroll down, I can see that I have instantly received the response. The trigger column was column F. The name of the spreadsheet was customer details, and here are the rest of the details. The product name was smartphone, the phone number was this, first name was new, last name was user, email address was new@pabblytudes.com, and the current status is now delivered. So here as soon as I've updated this spreadsheet and this particular column, I have received all the response here in this workflow, and this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets, that is successful. And now whenever this particular spreadsheet will be updated, I will start receiving the response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever the order details or my Google Sheet is updated, I want to send order update to that particular customer. So then in my action application, I am going to take Pabbly chat flow, with the help of which I'll be sending all my WhatsApp messages to my customers. And then in my action event, I'm going to select this as send template message, and then I have to click on this connect. So now first let's open my Pabbly Chatflow account. So this is my Pabbly Chatflow account. Now if you want to set up your Pabbly Chatflow account, you have to click on this add WhatsApp number, and then using your WhatsApp Cloud API setup, you can create your setup for Pabbly Chatflow here. And you can also watch this video, Pabbly Chatflow, create WhatsApp Cloud API account and configure Pabbly Chatflow, this particular video tutorial, so as to learn to set up your Pabbly Chatflow account. So now as I've set up my Pabbly Chatflow account, next I need to understand how to send WhatsApp message. So for that I have to create a template, and so as to create the template, on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I have to click on this templates. Now if you want to explore some new templates, you can click on this explore templates button, and if you want to create a new template, simply click on this templates list. So here as soon as I click on the template list, I have landed to this page of templates, and now I want to create the template from the scratch. For that I have to click on this add new template button, and then I have to select my template category. So let's say my template category is marketing, and then I have to name this template. So it's written name can only be in lowercase alphanumeric characters and underscores. Special characters and white spaces are not allowed. So here I am going to write order update, and then I have to select the language. So let's say the language is English. I have selected that, and then my template type will be text. So I have selected that. If you want to enter the other type, you can select from over here. Next, my template header is, let's say, order status, and then my template format. So I need to draft the message in a way that I want to send to that customer. So over here it's written use text formatting, bold italic, for example hello, and then the custom variable, your code will expire in, and then the custom variables, and I can add only 1024 characters. So hello, and then I'm going to add the custom variable. So this is the custom variable which I have added for the name of the customer, and this custom variable will be keep changing whenever I will receive the new name of the new customer. So whenever I will receive new response, this variable will be changed with the name of that new customer. Next I want to write, let's say your order status is this. And then I'm going to add the second custom variable, this one. So here I'm going to enter the order status. And let's say for the third, I'm going to simply write this as product. And then again, I'm going to add the custom variable. And then I'm simply going to write this as thanks. Now after adding the message, I'm going to write the value to these fields. So the first one was for the name. So let's say the name was demo. And then the second one for the status. So status is, let's say, delivered. And then the third one was for the product. So let's say the product is smartphone. If you want, you can enter the template footer. As I do not have any, I am going to skip this. Then in the interactive actions, I am going to select this as none. So this is the preview of the message, and my message will appear something like this. And all these custom variables will be replaced with these details of the new customer. Now that I have drafted the message, I will click on this submit. And after some hours, your template will be approved, and then you can use this template in your workflow. So here I have already created a template. So let me show you that template which I have created. So here this is my template which I have created, order status update, hello, and then I've added the custom variable for the name of the customer. We wanted to inform you that the status of your order has been updated, current status, and then the custom variable, and then the product, and then the custom variable. Thank you for shopping with us. If you have any questions, feel free to message us. Thanks, regards. So I'll be using this particular template in my workflow. So let's open my Pabbly Connect now. And now after selecting my action application, which is Pabbly Chatflow, and my action event is send template message, I'm going to click on this connect. Now if you have an existing connection, click on the save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, I have to enter the token. So to get this token, I'm going to follow the help desk given below this field. And here it says enter the API token here, log into Chatflow account, navigate to settings, and then select API and webhooks and copy the API token. So here let's open my Pabbly Chatflow account. So on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I have to click on the settings, and then I have to go to this APIs and webhooks. Now over here I'm provided with the API key which I'm going to copy and paste that over here. Next I simply have to click on this save. So here Pabbly Chatflow is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter all these details. So the first one is that I have to enter the recipient mobile number. So I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I am going to enter data from my previous response. So here I have received the response from Google Sheets. Now when I click on this recipient mobile number, I can see this Google Sheets, and when I click on this, I can see all the response that I've received from there. Here I've received the phone number of my customer, which is this one. So I'm going to enter this. Next, I need to enter the template name. In this drop down, I can find all the templates that have been created. And here the name of my template was order status 1. So I will go back to my Pabbly Connect and then select my template as order status 1. And next I need to enter my header type. So it has automatically detected the header type as text. And then I do not have this header params or the media URL or the file name. So for now I'm going to skip this. If you have any of these fields and if you want to enter this, you can enter this following the help desk given below these fields. Next I need to enter the body parameters. So in this template I can see that I have 3 parameters. First was the name of the customer, second was the current status, and then was the product. So now if I go back to my Pabbly Connect, I am going to follow the same process of mapping, and then I am going to enter the name of the customer. So the name of the customer was new user. I have entered the first name and then put space and then entered the last name, and then I have received the order status. So here the current status was delivered. So I am going to enter that. Next I have to enter the product. So here I have received the product response also, which was smartphone. So I am going to enter that. Now over here mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now that I have entered all these details, there is one thing that I have to do. Here I have mapped the dummy phone number. So for now, I am going to remove this phone number and enter my own phone number in a way that I need to enter, which is given in this help desk. So I have to enter the phone number without the plus sign. So here I am going to write my phone number so that I can show you the WhatsApp message that I will receive on my phone number or the WhatsApp number. Now after entering my number, I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request. And here I can see that I have received the response, and this response is a positive one. The status is success and the message is sent. Now let's open my WhatsApp and check whether I have received the message there or not. So here, this is the same exact message. You can see that the custom variables have been changed with the details that we have mapped. Hello new user, we wanted to inform you that the status of your order has been updated. Current status delivered. Product was smartphone. Now, so as to check this automation workflow one last time, I am again going to open my Google Sheets, and over here I am going to update this spreadsheet once again. And if I receive the WhatsApp message again on my WhatsApp number, this means this automation workflow is working fine. So here, let's say I am going to update this order status to out for delivery. Now let's open my WhatsApp, and here I can see that I have received this message also. As soon as I've updated my Google Sheets, I've immediately received that message over here in my WhatsApp, and this time the name has been replaced with the latest user, and the current status this time was out for delivery, so it has been replaced with that, and then the product was laptop. So I have received the WhatsApp message on my number. So here I can show you the WhatsApp message. So but how will you know that the WhatsApp message has been sent to the customer? For that, you have to open your Pabbly Chatflow account. And then on the left hand side where you can see all these options, you have to click on this inbox. And then over here I can see this message. Let's open this. Here we can see both of these messages being sent. This was the first one and this was the second one. Here we can also see the status of the message: sent at this time, delivered at this time, and read at this time. So now if you want to send WhatsApp message to the customer, you can send only 2 messages at your end. And if the customer replies towards those 2 messages, then you can send another 2 messages to your customers. Now to summarize, we took Google Sheets as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We updated the Google Sheets and received that response here in this workflow. Then we moved to the next step where we wanted to send the message. So we took Pabbly Chatflow as my action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered all these details with the help of a method called mapping, clicked on the save and send test request button, and received the response as these WhatsApp messages being forwarded to my customers automatically and instantly. So this is how this automation workflow will run, and here we have successfully created automation between Google Sheets and Pabbly Chatflow with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.